Hi y'all, this is Nene with another YouTube video. I will be moving out this apartment soon. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I don't care if the person get mad, if I say something about them. I'm not doing no instrumental today like I usually do. I have been using the oil that I got from TikTok. I don't know if I ever posted my video because now my hair is more easier to comb through. And at first I couldn't comb through my hair. Before I tell y'all this story about how I got a pet violation and who went back and told, okay? And then I'm gonna say what y'all should be careful of. So this is gonna give y'all a recap of what happened. So my grandma had just bought this today for me. I never used this before, but my sister-in-law Kaya told me to wash it out once I put it in there. But it says 1 through 4 days to put it in there. And it's a conditioner. It's supposed to be helping your dandruff. But as y'all can tell, my dandruff already got better. I don't have dandruff like I used to. But then it said it has to be prescribed by a doctor. So I think I should ask my doctor if I can use that before I use it, so my hair won't break off. And I told my grandma I went back to argue with her. His grandparents love to argue about stuff they think they know about, and they think everything stays the same, and it don't. Because we be still be in slavery if it did. And I haven't braided my hair up before I went to sleep. Usually I do. But y'all could tell that my hair grew. Because my hair was not this easy for me to comb out. Or go through my fingers. I had to pull like this. Now all I got to do is this. So before I get started with this story. For y'all who didn't subscribe to me yet. Please make sure you subscribe to me. Thank you for all my subscribers. So I'll probably just plait my hair up tonight, because I usually sleep with no scarf on my head because I lost my bonnet. So, and my hair haven't been getting tangled lately, which is good. So today I really came on here to tell y'all a story of how the pet violation started and how did I get it. And people, different sides of stories. It's not none of the stories that y'all will hear is true. I'm gonna tell y'all the rest of the true story. How I got this apartment and how I got the pet violation. Who went back and told, who complained, and everything. Okay. And what I have to do to get out this apartment. And if y'all got any comments, y'all put it below. So let's get started with the story. So eventually, guys, before I went to the family shelter, I was going to wellness program. And they seen me sleeping, I was pregnant. I was like 5 months pregnant by my baby father, Red Nose. And he went out, he drove off with some bitch, bitch/girl/thot/slut. Excuse me, y'all, for coughing. So he left me on the bleachers in front of my program, and they see me sleeping on one of the bleachers. So they asked me, "Where's my baby father?" I said I didn't know, and because my baby father left me, got me pregnant, left me on the bleachers. So then my old caseworker, Mr. George, he told me he was gonna put me in the family shelter, and my witness is now closed down. They're not up no more because they got robbed. So they put me in Virginia Williams. They sent me to the family shelter, 1700 Rhode Island Avenue, and I had my own bedroom. I had like 3 or 4 beds, and right before I went to the family shelter, I was staying with my baby father, Jeremy, and his father. And his father really didn't want nobody to stay with him, but he was okay with me staying with him. And I was shocked, because when somebody's parents say they don't want you staying with their child, and you still be like, they still let you stay, which means they like you. So before the family shelter gave me this apartment, they ran over the lease. The lease is where you sign your agreement saying that they got any rights to do this and that. But I read all my rights. I read the whole lease. It didn't say nothing about pets. And they went over it. They didn't say we can have pets, but the building I am in, it don't say no pets in my building. It don't have no sign that says no pets in my building. So if you're gonna put the Washington D.C., if y'all gonna put somebody, excuse me, again, let me rephrase that. Washington, D.C., if y'all going to get somebody at least that says no pets, to put them in a building that allows pets, y'all need to make sure the apartment don't allow pets before you put no pets on somebody's lease. Because you don't know when the person going to have buy a dog. You don't know when the person going to get their kids by. So y'all need to be careful. Because if you're in Washington, D.C. and you going through DHS to get an apartment and your lease said no pets and they move to a building where you can have animals at, then they have no right to give you no pet violation. They could, and if your lease don't say no pets, it's not going to say no dogs. It's going to say no pets on your lease, not no dogs. This is how you can tell when a person's lying. If you read your lease and you read something and they don't say nothing about no dogs, and you went over the lease on a Zoom call and they never say nothing about you not having dogs, and then they up to date your lease after 2 years after you stayed in your apartment, and they put no pets on there, and they don't tell you that they update these or give you the up-to-date copy, and you have a copy of any one of your lease, that's not going to be your fault. That's going to be whoever moved you in the apartment fault, and it's going to fall back on whoever gave you the apartment. Whoever has the copy is going to fall back on them. And if you asking your grandparents or your whoever for your lease, they tell you what you need it for, make sure that the judge know everything that was said and everything like that. So they claim they gave me the pet violation in 2022 of August and after August 2022. Remind y'all, 2022 I was in my house in August 22. I never got a letter in the mailbox. I never got no complaints since I stayed in this building until this one girl that moved in this building. First, after my baby father mother moved out and my neighbor called from her moved out, I was in here by myself. Remind you. And then I found out I had 2 new neighbors. Now, I wanted to be nosy to make sure the neighbors, see what the neighbors was, who they was and who they was moving in my building or whatever. And one of my little supposed to be BFF texted me on Instagram and told me she moved in, and when she said she been in this apartment, she has been complaining about the dog smelling, the dog shitting in the yard, and the dog's been staying in this building before I even moved in this building. So that's why I ain't really do too much complaining. Because once you move in a neighborhood that you're not from, whether you from Maryland, DC, or whatever part of DC you from, you can't just come up with somebody's neighborhood and try to regulate shit and try to complain about somebody else's dogs when them dogs been there before you came around. Remind you, she went back and told the landlord about what my dogs is doing. Then she tried to play all dumb like she don't know what she said. So I'm playing dumb back. So I didn't respond back to her text. She got mad. I was all these bitches and all this other shit. Remind you, they not going to say it to your face. They going to say it over social media. Remind you. So I get a pet violation. Some people are complaining. There's only 2 people that be in this building. And that's me and her fake ass. Right? Yeah, I called her a fake friend. So real friends don't go back and lie on other friends. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be careful who y'all call your BFF. Because same BFF y'all be calling, y'all BFF be same ones going back telling your business, lying to the landlord about what you doing, what you not doing. And you know what? It's funny because she got niggas in and out her apartment building, traffic in and out her apartment while her kids is in there. And I could have went back and told the landlord that. And the same dogs she complained about is the same dogs that's in her house. And they say they don't want no pets in this building, period. And inside the whole building is crashing down. I got the pet violation September the 18th. I got the pet violation. Just now I'm getting the pet violation September the 18th. I didn't get no violation 2022 or 2021, which was a bull-faced lie. Yes, the dogs was in cages because Animal Control told everybody who had dogs they had to keep all their dogs in cages, or they had the right to take them. And I never looked up and found out that wasn't the law saying we had to keep our dogs in cages. But there's a law saying that if you... Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me check my clothes in the dryer. And then I'm going to go back to the store. Give me 1 second, guys, because I have to put my shoes on to check the dryer. I'm washing a little bit clothes that I have left to wash. I don't know if y'all can see me. So like I was saying, y'all, so I ain't got a pet violation September the 18th, 2023, which is this year. I never got a pet violation since I've been here. The house property manager came in my building, didn't say nothing. The landlord came in this building 2021, and my baby father mother was sitting outside, and she only thing she asked for was my ID, and I told her I had dogs, and she acted like she was okay with it. Give me 1 second, y'all. And to remind y'all, be careful about y'all landlords. Be careful about y'all landlords. Because y'all landlords could say something's okay. And they could go back and be telling you one thing, telling your caseworker another, telling your payee another, and telling your family another. Because you got to watch when you sign your lease, and they update your lease for the previous one you got. Because grandparents going to lie. They going to lie. Grandparents do lie. They make it seem like that you always the one that caused the problem. It'll be them causing the problem. Just let y'all know that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me put my watch on extra care. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to wash clothes and talk to y'all at the same time. So I had to put my clothes on extra care. Put my stuff on extra care. So back to what I was saying though, y'all. So y'all gotta be careful with these grandparents. Grandparents are not always right. Grandparents not always telling the truth. They can tell you they Christians, they don't mean shit. Some of these motherfuckers might be some fake ass Christians. And some of these motherfuckers always say they don't lie and be lying to you the whole time. And be excuse me, and be smiling in your face and talking behind your back when you not around. I know motherfuckers I ain't gonna talk behind my back. I'm already here. And they gonna fake like they don't talk behind my back, like I don't know. Everybody talks about me behind my back, and I don't be giving flying fucks. Cause don't nobody. I'm the only person on 18. I'm the only person in my neighborhood that has Affinity, that has Roku, that has 2 phones, and that has a Nintendo Switch, and that has a free laptop. Everybody else don't got what I have, and that's why they hating. So eventually the same dog she been complaining about that was in my house is now in her house. Make it make sense. She did all that because she wanted Gucci and Smokey to stay with her. Or the same way she could ask for some dick, the same way she could suck these niggas dick that travel in our house, she could have asked my best friend cause she had them dogs, and he would have gave it to her instead of her doing all this extra shit. And for now on, I would not be talking to her. I would not be replying. I would not be hearting her message and none of that. And guess what happened to that? So back to this story, then I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with her today. Yes, I did laugh because karma always come back around. Be careful who you snitch on, because God gonna snitch on you when it comes to whatever you got, baby. So back to the house property manager. So the house property manager came up here like 10 times. Yeah, I kept it counting. 10 times he came over here up here, checked on me and all that, seen that I had dogs, and didn't say nothing. Landlord knew I had dogs, she didn't say nothing. So, and then the whole time, I'm finding out by my best friends and my cousin-in-laws that somebody else was talking about me. Cool, I'm glad they told me. I already knew that the bitch was snitching, because she's the only one that complains about the dog in this building. Nobody else complains about the dogs but her. And she's the fakest bitch I've ever been friends with, truth be told. So fast forward from the house property manager. And the little letter they warned me 3 times. They never even warned me. This is the first time they warned me. So that whole time they trying to get me out this apartment, and my caseworker trying to get me out this apartment since that shooting that happened in my neighborhood. Blank, I don't know what happened for that. I do not be outside in everybody's face, minding everybody else's business. I be in my house, staying in my lane. I'm not going to be no neighborhood watcher if I'm not getting paid for it. Thank you very much. I don't even know what happened. I was in my house, minding my business. I don't be outside minding everybody else's business, cause I'm not none of these bitches that be all the people faces that instigate shit and don't even know what the fuck is going on. That's not me, baby. That is not me. I don't be in everybody's face, minding everybody's business. That's just not me. All these other bitches be like, man, what is you doing? I know. If I see a police fuck with somebody, if it ain't my man and my best friend, I don't give a fuck. Go fuck with them. If it ain't my baby fathers, I don't give a fuck. I don't get for the police fucking with my ex-boyfriend. Don't call me for help. Cause I'm not helping you. You ain't my man. You ain't my kid's father. You ain't my best friend. I don't fuck with you like that. I'm not helping you. No sorry, baby. I can't say somebody that's not gonna save me. So then the dogs been staying with me since I moved, since I ain't gonna say 2019, since 2020 the dogs been staying with me. When I first moved in here into this apartment, I was not staying by myself. Since my grandmother was thought she knew so much, it kept trying to be smart. It sounded dumb as fuck because I was not staying with myself. I was not staying by myself when I first moved in this apartment. I was staying with my auntie Glenn and my uncle Tony, and I was staying with Polo, which is my ex-baby father. I'm not gonna say his blood name. It's gonna say Polo. And then Auntie Glenn and Polo left, and I moved my baby father. Jeremy came to stay with me, and my baby father Daisy was staying with me. And then I put my baby father Jeremy out because he was doing too much. And I ain't gonna get into that. So that's another story I'm gonna tell. He was doing too fucking much. I put him out because he was doing some wild shit. So then I moved my bald head ass sister Toya, foster sister Toya, in my house, and me and her got into a fight. She let my daughter eat weed candy, and she wasn't watching my daughter. She kept crying. She kept complaining about my daughter crying because my daughter had a toothache. And me and her got into a fight because she tried to rob me clean, and I whooped her ass, went to jail. She lied and said that this apartment was her apartment. They looked it up and found out my name was on this lease, that I was staying here, and then I came back home. And then my ex-boyfriend Tink and his brother was staying with me. And then after they moved out, the dogs came up here and moved in. And no, I did not tell my best friend that his dogs could stay with me. I did not never say any dogs could stay with me. Then before the dogs came up here, my friends was like kept fucking in my house, and making my apartment into a trap. I had to kick their ass out. Police don't kick my door down and all that other shit. The apartment falling apart. I got pictures of this apartment before I moved in here, and when I first moved in here, it was not all the way in good shape. But of course, maintenance gonna try to lie and say it was in good shape. They already mad because they're not getting paid, and the company about to get sued that own this building. So I'm gonna tell y'all this: if y'all in an apartment, for all my Washington D.C. people, if you're in Washington D.C., you have a landlord who moved you in an abandoned building and got you living in a building that's falling down to the ground, and she try to blame your animal for it, and then you start taking pictures of everything that's wrong with your apartment, and you first move to your apartment, your windows start falling off, your windows started coming off, your doors start falling apart. They try to blame your animal for it, and the whole time finding out that this apartment was did not pass for inspection. So before I moved into this apartment, y'all, let's go back to that. Let's rewind all the way back to the beginning of the story. So before I came inside this apartment, I was sitting in the hallway waiting for a key. They supposed to move me across the hall in door 3. I'm in door 4. I looked at door 3. I didn't look at this apartment. My landlord told me she was going to move me in here because in door 4 because it was already fixed up, and they still moved me in there after she told them not to, and they fucking up my lease. So how you gonna fuck up your client's lease, get them wrong key number, and then give them an apartment that's not already fixed up? Then the cabinet, when I first moved in there, the cabinet was falling apart. The floors was like fucked up. And I took pictures and all that, so they won't say I broke anything. So now they're about to sue the company that owns this building. And when they sue the building, that means they're gonna shut this whole building down, move everybody out, give all their money back, and move them out, and help them get a better apartment. But I have to go to DHS to move out. So they said the only way I can move out is if I go to a police station and make a report of a shooting. It don't have to be this month. It don't have to be June or August. And show them the bullet holes in my room for me to get out. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I gotta do what I gotta do to get out of here. I want to get out of this apartment before this joint fall to the ground. The whole front of the building is torn apart. The stairs of the railing is off. So it's bad enough that my supposedly BFF Sean went back and told about my dogs and lied about what they was doing. And she already don't want to be in this neighborhood. She was already talking about getting out this neighborhood. Her apartment looks so much better than mine. And I don't know why the fuck she complaining. Her apartment don't look like mine. They rebuilt her apartment. Rebuilt my baby father mother apartment when she moved up. But they didn't rebuild this one before they moved me in. They supposed to. And I've been having problems with my apartment for the past since I moved in here. Of course, they're going to try to blame my friends and my animals. And if they say my animals in the cages, how can they tell something up? I don't have a copy of my original lease or my up-to-date lease. So, that's the end of that story. So, I'll do whatever I can to get out this apartment. Except for go to a shelter. So, I will let y'all know how that go on Monday. As I do what I gotta do to get out of this apartment. And then I gotta come back in the house. I gotta drop this letter off in the mailbox. Go to the police station, do this little report so I can get out this apartment. And then I gotta come back in here. And I have to call animal control to come get little Nene and put her on for adoption. And then I gotta wait for pest control to come over here and bomb my apartment down. Yes, I had roaches and rats that in my apartment. They about to do another bombing in my apartment. And yes, I have to be out this apartment by October the 31st. Oh, a fucking pet like that, some little fake ass supposed to be friend of mine went back and told what was going on in my house. I don't give a fuck if she see this video. I don't give a fuck if she come up here hip and holler because I will not be opening the door for her. So ain't nobody going to come in my house basing their voice at me, telling me what the fuck to do with saying my mom. I am not nobody's child. Y'all would never see my blood mother ever. Or my blood father. My father's side treat me like shit, truth be told. Only cousin on my father's side that I really talk to is my dyke cousin Zay, my dyke cousin T, and my cousin Toetry, and my cousin Elo Rocker. They're my only cousins I really fuck with on my father's side. Thank you very much. That was the end of this story. I will be back on here with another story. I just got to finish washing the clothes. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and the notification to see more of my stories and more of my TikTok videos. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank my subscribers. Bye.